Out our Sunday morning kind of early. We had a little bit of a adventurous night last night, so I'm surprised we're up even this early. But I figured we start early, then we can get a full. Oh, you stepped on my shoes, boy. Get a full episode today, because yesterday was pretty short. Yeah, come here, come here. Let's not start off like that this morning. Come on, guys, come here. Let's see if we start on a sweet note today. Rain, rain, rain. Can we start off sweet today, please? Rain, rain. Can we start off nice and gentle? Why do we always have to fight? Can we all just get along? Huh? Can we all just get along? Rain. Can we all just get along? Is there any problem with that? Apparently so. Cause look at them. They're between my legs fighting. Move your head. Move your head. Move out the way. And my Rottweiler is just doing this whole thing where she's just tracking me between my legs. See, I mean, she's doing that. I'm not even commanding her to do that. She's doing that on her own. What's going on, Random Edits? We're up early, and I thought maybe we could kind of be sweet this morning, but he wants to play. He wants to play. And my Rottweiler wants to do this whole I'm between daddy's legs right now. Let's see if she stays. No, she sat. That's cool. Y'all, last night was rough. She's 4 and he's 2. But yes, last night was pretty rough. Because for some reason, my Rottweiler has been sleeping in the living room. She normally sleeps right beside me. She's kind of my side sleeper. And for some reason, she wants to sleep in the living room. And so my living room is like right there. So she sleeps on the couch and she looks out in the backyard. And if she sees anything, and we have a lot of deer in our community, like there'd be deer in the field out there, just in the background. So it felt like every other hour or so, she starts barking. And then once she starts, the little one, which she's not out right now, the little one's inside the house. But when little Missy hears anything, anybody barks, then she's ready to sound the alarm. And then when she sounds the alarm, he gets the kicking up. Oh my gosh. And so, he has free reign through the doggy door. So he comes out here on the back porch. It felt like every other hour this guy was out here barking. Oh my God. And his bark is so loud though. That's the thing. Like her bark is pretty loud too, especially in our living room. Yes, they are full bred. This is a full bred Cane Corso and full bred Rottweiler. Pretty rock. But last night, man, they just kept going on and on. He kept going in and out of that door. Yeah, I'm mimicking you, boy. All night long, y'all. It felt like every other hour on the hour, they were waking me up. Stormalicious. Stormy, come here, baby. Tell everybody what you did. Hey, what's up, passerby? Tell everybody what you did last night. You were hypersensitive about everything that happened in that backyard. And you started no less than 5 episodes. No less than 5 episodes of everybody just barking and rocking the house. Can you replace Luna Fez? Are you talking to me about can you replace it? What does that mean? But she started like no less. No less. Like I'm so surprised that she's even awake right now. can I replicate it about what happened last night? Oh God, Luna Fest. I'm gonna tell you, I'm kind of tired of all the barking last night. I'm telling you, these guys. I mean, he doesn't really bark that much, honestly. I mean, the only time he barks really truly is if someone walks up and he doesn't know them, or somebody drives up, or the neighbors are messing around in the backyard. This guy, he's pretty quiet on otherwise. But when he does bark, though, the whole house feels like the whole house is shaking with his bark. Dude has a bark on him. You know, this girl right here, she's relatively quiet as well. Her thing is only when strangers come to the house, whatever. Random in the sense he's huge. Yeah, he's a big boy, man. The boy got some weight to him. He's got some strength too. This girl here keeps digging. Seven says puppies. But yeah, you started a bunch of mess last night. What do you have to say for yourself? I really need you to explain yourself. Explain to everybody why you were so sensitive. No, don't side eye us. I know what you're doing. You side eyeing us. Mm-hmm. And then here comes Big Boy, getting me off. Look at all the slobber he put on my arm. Look at that. This boy shaking slobber. But he's always trying to get a game going. That's what he's doing now. He's trying to get her to get interested in something so they can. Wait. Hey, don't y'all fight over that. Hey, hey, hey. No fighting. He wants to get some mess started. Here, we can play tug of war with something like this. She don't want to play. Here, you want to play? No. Man, they don't want this toy. Yeah. Roddy and a Connie Corso, right? That is correct, Caesar. That's my Roddy and my Connie Corso. Keep Digging says, beautiful. Appreciate you. I think I've seen you before, Keep Digging. I'm not sure. Have you been here before? Have they ever had puppies? No, they're fixed. We're not doing any breeding with our dogs because that's a headache that we just don't have the time to deal with. So they're both fixed. Okay, I'm gonna throw this on my dog and see what happens. Nothing. It's pretty soft. He didn't care. It just startled him. What's up, boy? You kept us up last night, and I'm pretty sure you kept the neighbors up too. You kept the neighbors up, and you started it. Storm, you started all that mess last night. I still want to know why. You can shake your head at me. You don't care. Because the thing about it is, if one of these dogs has like a little bit of an inkling of something going on in the backyard or a deer or something, they kind of huff. The first thing that they do is go, they huff. He even looked up when I did it. Let me show you. See that? They huff first. And then once they huff, that's all that's necessary for little Missy to start yapping. And once Missy starts it, then these guys take it over and then they start rocking the show. All it takes is a little bit of an inclination that something's going on outside, then they start huffing, and then Missy kicks up and they all go for it. They just all go at the same time. And I'm sleepy, guys. Folk breed bull Arabs here for pig hunting in my parts. What's a bull Arab? Let me see if I can get her. Here's the deal. Once they wake us up, you know what? They're like little kids, like little babies. Man, they don't want to play with nothing. That little kid, like little kids, right? Little kids, they want to have everything on their time. They want to play when they want to play, and the parents are trying to get some sleep. And then once you are up, they go to sleep. You know what I mean? Let's see, Sheila, get it. Josh says, "Oh, cute puppies. I see morning dew. Yeah, it's that and plus the irrigation is still running out here. I started streaming so early that the irrigation is still going in the background. So yeah, but they like little kids. I'm telling you guys, they will keep you up for their interest, and of course they'll sleep all day while you have to work. Oh man, I need to go get Missy since they're acting like they're tired. Maybe we can get a game going. Yeah, let me go see if I can go grab Missy. Yes, it's a Rottweiler. It's a Rottweiler and then a Connie Corso, not a pit bull. Let me go see if I can grab little Missy real quick for y'all. I'm gonna show you the one that really kicks off all the mess. Let's see, where is she? Oh, I locked the door over here. Let's see if I can get her over here. Missy, this is the one right here, guys. She's the real reason why all that mess started. This little girl right here. Here, let me get a good look at her in her face. Come here, we need to see your face. We need to see your face. This is the face of an instigator. She an instigator. Come on, guys, let's go out here. We'll take you, the instigator, and the big dogs. Look, her hackles are all up already. Look at her. She getting mess started already. She the boss. Instigator. It's a few different breeds. Executive Kennels is selling pit bulls. Michael Collins. Yes, it's a Connie Corso. Your boy reminds me of one. You mean the Connie Corso reminds you of one of the ones you were talking about? Are you're saying they're like some big dogs? I mean, he's pretty tall. But look at her, man. All she do is she goes to and fro, seeing who she can get riled up and get get all out of shape and start barking. She's the one that carries most of this stuff. They start huffing, she takes it over, and then they all go in unison and it creates a storm. It's like a dog storm in the middle of the night where everybody's trying to sleep. Uh-oh, he wants to start some mess. Look at that. That's he walks up to her face, ready to start something. And I called you out. That's why you stopped. I don't know. The guy just was on channel. Is that a Cane Corso? Yes, Showbit. That is a Cane Corso right here. Also known as a Connie Corso. What's up, Jack? And the Rottweiler, yes. And a little instigator in the distance. Y'all, I'm sleepy. So if you just tuned in, I'm sleepy because that little one over there got everybody riled up. Well, actually, it's really Storm, my Rottweiler. She changed up the routine. She slept in the living room with a full view of the backyard. And so anything that, hey guys, man, don't be acting like that. I don't know why he was acting like that. But she turned away. You the one started the mess. You start games with her, and when she plays, you don't want to. You act like you want to dominate. See how? Look at him, guys. He keeps presenting his toys to everybody. He's presented it to me like, I want to play with everybody. And then when Storm takes it seriously, when she takes it seriously, then he wants to fight. So He's just starting. Everybody's starting mess, y'all. I'm telling you, all day and all night, everybody's starting mess in my house. I don't know what's going on, what's in the water today, but everybody's kicking up. Yeah, he needs to hunt some pigs. I wish I can get him to go hunt some pigs. We do have a few out here, some of those property destroying hogs, but I don't have any pit bulls. Cookie milk, no pit bulls. People always ask me about them, and I've never had a pit bull. I do have a cousin who's a breeder. I'm trying to get him to come on. Look, see how he's starting mess. He's doing it, and then he don't want to finish it through if she gets mad about it. Look at that, putting his arm like okay, he's just being a brat now. Boy, I'm gonna take this from you because you've been a brat. I'm gonna make you go fetch it. Go get it. Where's their leashes? She is awesome and calm. Yeah, she's being nice now. She's being pretty nice, but sometimes she acts up. Sometimes she act like she's a big Rottweiler ready to take everybody's head off. But today he's the one being a brat. I think he wants to work out. That's what he wants. That's what I need to do, guys. I think I may just take him for a long walk because he wants to burn some calories. Look at him. Look at Instigator, y'all. Look at her. Just going around the property. Yeah, he wants to play. Here, come here. Let me take it. I'll throw it. You chose the nastiest little bone in the backyard. Okay, you ready? Oh, now she wants. Look at that. Now she wants to go, and she's trying to get a head start. I'm gonna throw it over there. Watch, guys. What y'all need is a ball. Oh, see, I told y'all. I told y'all she kicks up. It's not just him. It's not just him. She will do it too. Look at that. And I don't know why they choose the dirtiest toy. He's got the dirtiest bone out here. Here, come here. Let me have it. Let me try it again. Come here. Storm, you want to try again? You gonna get it this time? Okay. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, there she goes. She got it this time. Oh. She walked off. Did y'all see that? She walked off. She had it, she growled, and then she walked off. Not sure why. Maybe she don't want all the smoke. Jack says he like my little brother, troublemaker. He wants to play. Is that a Kate? Yes, Troy, that is a Connie Corso right here. And then Daniel Guy says, hi, what's up, Daniel Guy? Mohammed says, say Kona in Iran. I love you, brother. Huh. Well, thank you for tuning in. Showbiz, he's giving up. You mean the Rottweiler show? Yeah, she's giving up. For some reason, so she act like she want to play, but then she gives up, and then he takes it. But that's a terrible thing to be throwing around. I think that it's so heavy, it gets dirty. So we need like something like a ball that'll roll. But the problem is they'll get finicky, and they may not. Like let me try this ball here. Sometimes they'll go for this ball, this little red one. Let's see if they go for it. What's that little Instigator? Yeah, this is Instigator. She started most of the mess last night. They huffed, and she carried it on and got everybody excited. Look at him. All right. Hey, guys, got a ball. I got a ball. Who wants it? Who wants it? Do y'all want it? What? Let's see if she gives up again. Hey, Betty, what's going on? Pass her by, you're absolutely correct. And he takes it from her. I can't play tug of war. It's too small, dude. Now he drops it. Look at that. Yeah, a lot of it is dominance. Stormy, come here, baby. Come here. They're gonna be in the pool in a minute, y'all. What's up, little Missy? Storm. Storm, come here. Come here, baby. So she drops it and he picks it back up. And then and then Missy said, Missy now is being the dominant one. I would not be surprised if she guards this thing. No, she didn't guard it. Hey, baby. Thank you for coming, by the way. They really need to go for long walks, what they need, especially this guy here. Keeping everybody up all night. Maybe they should go burn some energy. I'm not sure what's going on now. Okay. There's something about this bone or this little toy. She walked away. He wants it. She was around it. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I'm not sure why this is the most interesting in the world to them. Jack says Missy is so cute. What lovely dogs. Thanks, N3CB. Run with them. Yeah, I'll run with them a little later. Not right now. I'm still tired, man. They kept me up and all. Jess says the Rotties and Pits mix well together. I ain't never seen that combination, so I'm not the best with the answer. I know my sister channel, Ozzy the Cane Corso, she has a Rottweiler. I'm sorry, she has a Cane Corso and a Pit Bull, 2 Pit Bulls and 3 Cane Corsos. So that combination seemed to work in her house. Woof woof, says homie. Chloe, what's going on? Dylan Johnson, bruh, he's scary. Hey, have you seen some of my little short videos with him? Yeah, man, I put one up like yesterday, and I'm comparing him to like a panther. So when he walks towards you in slow mo, it's really impressive. It's super impressive. He's like, throw the thing already, throw it already. Okay, here you go. You ready? I'll throw it. Oh, the Rottweiler was thinking ahead. Okay, she's not touching it. Now she grabs it and got the game started. Come here. Bring it over here. I'm not sure what's going on with that. It's like a high prized toy today. For some reason, the dogs choose one toy. I mean, they've got millions of toys. I say millions, but they got tons of toys. We've had a lot. We bought a lot of new toys from them, and for some reason, they'll just choose one particular toy, and that's the best thing ever. You know, nothing else will suffice. Nothing else as good as this toy. You know. Henny's GC said I had a pit bull. He's now somewhere else. Oh, okay. Yeah, Dylan, are you talking about my other videos or my sister station there? Either way, yeah, check him out because I've got some pretty cool ones up of him, and he looks really menacing. Come here, Stormy. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here, sweetie. N3CB, the little dog, definitely the boss. Yeah, you can tell she does not take her job seriously. I mean, she does not take her job lightly. She is definitely the boss. Missy's so cute, Jack said. Dogs. He'll take alpha if you play and never let him win. So passerby, that's an interesting thing to say because I talk about that a lot with him. They look scary at night. Oh gosh, don't they? Og A3, yes. This one has become an old mama. That's so passerby. You say something that I talk about a lot here on this channel about making sure you got a big dog like that. You can't be like you got to treat him with respect, and he's got to respect you. If he don't respect you, you got a problem on your hand. Duck, what's going on? Ray, I don't think so. So the thing, Ray, with the Cane Corsos, the Ray is asking if they're hard to train. They're smart dogs, okay? So I talked about that a little bit yesterday when I streamed. I use an example because my Rottweiler, she's, I'm sorry, y'all, I said 4, but she's actually 3 years old. But she's kind of knows me very well. I've trained her. It's going good. Awesome. Hey Zeke, what's up? You were here yesterday. I do remember you. I forgot what kind of dog you said you had though. But I was talking about yesterday how that I was training my Rottweiler and versus my Cane Corso, and the Cane Corso is just super. He's really intuitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I gave the example of the door going in and out of the door. So I have a little panel that I block the inside, and you can see, from the outside that it's blocked. What's up, Nevea? Nevea, sorry, I say your name. And the moment that I move the block out of the way, move that shuts the door, he knows to use the door with no hesitation. She's always confused by it. My Rottweiler is always confused, and it takes her like a half a day before she realizes that she can go in and out of that door. My Rottweiler picks it up really quick. If I do if I have my treats out and I was do like, sit and stay, she would do probably a little bit better than he would, just because I've trained her, for a while. So she has it down pretty good. Come here, baby. Come here, Stormy. Like, her recall is still pretty good. His recall is getting better. But when I call her, hey, baby, that's a good girl. That's a good girl. That's my baby. And now I'll give you an example of my Cane Corso. I'll call him when he walks off and see how well he does. Rain, come here, buddy. Come here, Rain. Notice the hesitation and the walk off. You see that? Rain. Rain. Come here. How many times did I have to say his name and call him before I got the same reaction? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the Cane Corso for you. Now you can argue, say maybe I'm not training him enough, and that's probably true. But just inherently, it took we called his name 3 times, and then to make him come. So he's smart. He knows what I want him to do. It's not that he doesn't know it, but he's just a little bit more stubborn. My Rottweiler pretty much did it on command. So, I mean, I don't think that they're difficult to train. It's just you do have to stick with them, because these guys are strong-willed and they're smart. So, it's gotta do your thing, right? Ray says I got pugs, a German Shepherd, and Huskies. That's what's up. Storm sits in front of the door 2 days with a confused head. Exactly, Doug. That's what I mean. She just gets so confused by something simple, where this guy knows it almost instantly. He knows exactly what's up. No questions asked. He doesn't think about it. When it's open, it's open. When it's closed, it's closed. The guy, he's all about it. My Rottweiler, on the other hand, I love her, but it takes her a second. Dream says I got 3 Rottweilers and a pug. Now that's what's up. Rottweilers are a great breed, though. They're great with family. Absolutely great with family. And if you socialize them, they'll be good with other people. But you have to stay with it. Unfortunately, she's not. So I took her out last weekend to the stores, and so just as a tip, if you have a dog that's not good with people, and that they're not good, especially if they're a big dog, because big dogs can inflict some real damage on humans. Go ahead and put that muzzle on them. And so I did. Duck says the next stop for Rain, learn every word in the English dictionary. I don't think he's that smart, Duck. He's on his way, but he's not that smart. But put that muzzle on him, and and it actually kind of slows the pace at which people interact with your dog, which because most people realize, okay, that dog's muzzled for a reason, and so, but at least it gives them the opportunity to be around strangers, and so she did well. Don't get me wrong, like, she didn't bark at anybody, she didn't complain about being out amongst people, but no one really came up to her either and tried to pet her because that muzzle was on her, which is what I wanted. I want her to slowly introduce back into socialization with everybody. Now my Cane Corso, on the other hand, he's I don't muzzle him. The dude's great with people. I'll say this. I was a little bit nervous though, because I hadn't had him out with people in a while. So I was when I always kind of do this thing where if someone is new, let's come here, Rain, come here, buddy. So if I'm standing here and a person's right here, I try to be on the same side as the person I'm introducing to my dog, so that he sees me with them. Okay, as opposed to like this, where the person's over there, my dog is here, and I'm behind him, because then he feels the need to guard me from them potentially, right? So whenever we meet new people, I always come on this side and interact with him as if I'm with those people that are interact with him. Does that make sense what I'm saying? It's just like a little mental thing that keeps them from having to feel the need to, like right now, I'm behind him, so he's protecting me from whatever's in front of me. You got what I'm saying? Nevea says they have a Belgian Malinois and 2 wiener dogs. Ha, that is awesome. People keep talking about those Belgians, and I want to see some action from those guys, because those dogs are super athletic. I wish there was a way I could show videos from other people so that I could see their dogs, because everyone talks about all their cool dogs, and I just want to see them, you know? So case in point, Lord King says I have a Kango, so like I would love to see that. You know, I want to see this Kango, and have had trouble training him, but the protective duties seem inherent. Yeah, exactly. So I talk about that too. What's up, Chris? Troy says, at Lord King, you have a beast. Exactly. So, yeah, I'd love to see that. But hey, so Lord King, I was talking yesterday about these dogs. Sometimes people challenge you when you have a big dog like this. They act like why do you need a big dog? I'm trying to see what he's doing with her actually. Like I don't know if he's trying to get a game with her, but you got to be careful with dominance with a bigger breed and a smaller breed, because you have to help her maintain her position over him. Because if he ever, hey, leave her alone, dude. Walk away, walk away, walk away, walk away. Yeah, walk away. So no, I do that too. I reinforce her status as alpha, because if he ever challenges her, you know, he'll win, right? So I have to support her in her role as alpha. Just, you know, it's a lot of it's for her own safety. But what was I saying, guys? No. So I think I was talking to Lord King about about having these protective breeds. People challenge you. They're like, "Why you gotta have these big dogs?" You know, and I'm like, I don't have them I don't have them necessarily for like guard dogs. They're not guard dogs. They're my family dogs. I think he's just trying to play with her, but I'm watching him though. As long as he plays, we're good. That's the play bow, so that's a good thing. All right, guys. So no, I'm just I have to be careful. You got to be careful with these dogs, man. You got to read them signs, because I certainly don't want my dogs to go at it. Because if he wants to be dominant, he wants to take her spot, he can do it. And if he does it, he can inflict a lot of harm on my smaller dog. So anyways, so right now it's play. I mean, he's doing play bows. He's wagging his tail is wagging. It's a little stiff though. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little stiff. But he's still doing play bows. So okay, now the Rottweiler enters the room. Okay, they're just trying to get a game started, I guess. Okay, here. How about this? How about this? How about this? How about this? We'll do this. Is that good? Oh, you want to go? She wants to confront them. All right, we're not doing the face. We're not doing the fence aggression. That didn't work. Missy, how about you go inside? You want to go inside or you want to keep fighting these guys? You want to go inside? Your choice, baby girl. You want to go inside? All right. Okay, you go. Oh, I forgot I locked this back door. Here, you go this way, Missy. Come on, Missy. All right. We'll give her a break. And they're like, okay, we're done with that. So yeah, guys, I was in the middle of actually talking about having the breeds not as guard dogs, but they do protect their own property. It's just a natural thing for them to be like, all right, this is my house. You're not allowed to be here, so I'm protecting my stuff. So I don't have them specifically as dark guard dogs. I don't train them to do the guard dog thing. I don't wear the bodysuit. They don't come and jump and grab and bite my arm on command. I don't do all that stuff. But if some dude, let's say last night, okay, I started the stream complaining about my dogs. There he is with that bone again, guys. Look at that. This thing right here is the most valuable thing. This dirty, nasty little horn looking thing is the most valuable thing right now. For some reason, guys, this thing right here, let me show you. If you haven't seen, if you're just tuned in, for some reason, guys, this nasty, dirty thing is the most important thing to everybody. Look at that. It's the most important toy right now. So yeah, no, yeah, you guys are hearing what I'm saying. I mean, it's in their blood, right, Troy? To kind of protect what's theirs and guard their property and guard their area, guard their toy, or guard whatever they deem is theirs. They will use their own strength to guard it, and that includes the property, right? So last night, it's his. He's claiming it. Yes, he's claiming it. Of course, let me tell you, duct tape. Sorry, there ain't nothing in this house that I haven't claimed before them. So he may have claimed this, but I claim it first. You know what I'm saying? You need to be able to do that. If you got a big dog, you need to be able to take that stuff from them without them protesting. I mean, he wants it, but I can keep this for the rest of the stream if I wanted to. But I'm not, I'm just driving home the point that you don't need to have a situation where your dog is controlling you. Because if he takes the lead, you got some problems on your hand, man. No, Troy. This is not being mean, dude. I have to assert dominance over my own dogs. You gotta understand, this dude is a big dude, and if he wanted to, he could probably take me down. Maybe, I say I'm a pretty strong dude. I'm not like a small dude, but I'm not 150 pounds. I'm more, I'm about $2. You know what I'm saying? But still, you gotta make sure that your dogs are aware that, look, I'm alpha. You're down the line, and making sure that they don't have anything that they can possess that I can't take from them is very important it's important to establish that hierarchy with your dogs. Not being mean, but you know what I'm saying? I gotta do it. You gotta do it. How long did it take to train all your dogs? So Nevaeh, we have done a lot of stuff up, especially when they're pups. When you bring them home, training starts day one with your dogs. And again, so just let me make sure I make this clear. I'm not a dog trainer. Okay, I don't do this for a living. I'm not a professional. I have never had a kennel, never been a breeder, but I do know that the moment that your dog gets home, that's when you need to start training your dog the behaviors that you want them to have, or that you don't want them to have, and that never stops. So it never stops. Training never stops. He's been with us for over not quite 2 years. He's been with us. He's 2 years old, but he's only been with us for a year and 10 months or whatever, a year and 8 months. But his training still continues on to this day. Me taking that from him and him not protesting is still training him. That it's reinforcing the concept that I am the alpha in the house, and you can't have something that I can't take from you. Of course, Goofy Vids, as long as you hang out with us a little bit. No, I'm not gonna do that to you. Goofy vids 1, 2, 3. uh, that oops. The bark alone would scare anyone off. So Troy, yeah, man. So last night, were you here at the beginning of the show or the channel? I call it a show, but the beginning of the stream when I was talking about how they kept me up most of the night last night with the barking. Oh my gosh, his bark is unreal. Nevaeh said she thought the Rottweiler's run was cute. Let's see if I can make it happen again. Licious. Come here, baby. Come here, Licious. Come here, Licious. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here, Stormy. She's not running, but it's a slow walk. It's a slow walk because my Connie Corso jumped in front of me. Come here, baby. There's my baby. She's very loyal, guys. Look how loyal she is. There's my loyal baby. Super, super loyal. I remember when I first brought him home. This was kind of interesting. We're talking about his bark. What brought him home, he was like 4 months old, right? And at 4 months, he was still a good-sized dog, y'all. He was like 40 pounds or something along there like that. He was a big dog. And so I was sitting over there. And anyways, he had his back towards me. And my Rottweiler was coming towards us. And of course, Storm, baby, Storm. When she pulls too long, I jump in. Storm, stop pulling on his neck. She does this. They do this little rodeo thing where they. Oh, he's trying to dominate her. I better go jump in there. Oh, dude, y'all have to chill, man. Oh, too slow. Oh, no, she's not. My Rottweiler is quick, y'all. That girl is quick. Like, he's clunky. He got some ups on him, but that Rottweiler is quick, y'all. Where's it gonna go, guys? Where's it gonna go? It's gonna go that way, or is it gonna go this way? Which way is it gonna go? Oh, my Rottweiler's she's trying to predict my actions. Ooh. Oh, I get distracted. Yeah, so I guess what you're saying, Nevaeh, talking about training, yeah, the training never stops. You know, people always think that, oh, once I got my dog trained, it's good. No. These dogs will try you over and over. This guy in particular, he tries me over and over. So every day is a reminder that I'm alpha. Every single day. Now my Rottweiler, she's pretty cool. Like she's like for some reason she's really good. She's good at submitting to me. This Connie Corso challenges me. Like even so, this game that I'm doing now, where he's pulling me, that's a lot of force. You probably heard it in my voice. You probably heard me feel like because he's pulling a lot of force on there. He's putting a lot of force on, and so you know, I don't ever let him completely win. Like if I want him to have it, I'll give it to him. But you know, he feels how strong I am. You know what I'm saying? He feels my arm, right? And he feels that tug. So he know he ain't dealing with somebody small. You know what I'm saying? And you guys may think, well, it's all in your head. No, it's not in my head. He knows how strong I am. And he knows I can lift, you know, I can almost lift his butt off the ground if I have both hands, you know. He knows that. But all that's important when it comes to making sure I maintain that alpha status. Believe it or not, sounds primitive, but it's true. That guy's got a grip on him, y'all. Look at how high he jumps, y'all. I wish I can show you in person how high this guy jumps. Diabolical, what's up? I hadn't seen you in a minute. Yeah, Troy, they got a strong bite force, man. Traveler, nah, you're right. Hello, my male tried me the other day and found out that she could fly. No, it's true, right? Right, Traveler? I mean, they keep on, it's like you don't train them once and they're good for the rest of their life. You continually train, you continually reinforce the concepts that you need them to know, you know. And that's one of the commitments that you got to make with having a big dog like this. People really look at that Connie Corso and they see all those ears. They, they see the tail, they see the muscles, and they're like, "Oh, I want one, I want one." And I'm like, you got to know what you're getting yourself into. Exactly. You got to know what you're getting into because you're asking for a daily, every single day assignment. And I'm not just talking about feeding, and providing water, which in and of itself is a thing. It is really easy to have one small bowl of water in the house or outside, get distracted, get busy with work, and your dog has no water. Your dog dehydrates and all. So you got to make sure you're paying attention. Hey, does my dog have water? You got to have multiple. If you have big dogs, I recommend having multiple areas of water. They got water there. They've got a water bowl over there. They've got three water bowls, big, like 3 gallon bowls inside the house. So at no time do my dogs dehydrate. Connie Corso drink a lot of water, man. And at the very least, I got that pool over there, which I don't let my dogs drink out of the pool, but better that than dehydrating. Drax, man, what's up? Well, I mean TRMC, TRMR. Oh, I'm sorry, TRMRC. She's trying to keep her position as number two, but this guy is really, really making a case for being the next in line. He's really trying. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's our contingency plan. TRMRC. That's our contingency plan. Is that pool, but the main thing is that you don't want your dog to dehydrate. You know, I think most people know how to feed. Well, at least I want to believe most people feed their dog every day. And they don't have to eat more than once a day. They can be down to one meal a day. My dogs have access to kibble, probably most of the day. I don't. I mean, they have. The dry food is available to them pretty much all the time, so they're never really hungry. But you know how dogs are. Once you give them something tasty, like something soft, or they're gonna want that more than the kibble. Yeah. Let me show you. Let me show you how thick she is. Come here, big girl. Come here, baby. We want to see. We want to see how thick you are. I'm gonna stop him because he's gonna try to jump in front of us. Come here. Come here, Stormy. Come here, baby. This my baby. She thick, right? Right? She big boned, right? She big boned. So if you look here, there is a little bit of a like indention right here. It's not like completely in. And also her fur is long. Believe it or not, my Rottweiler has pretty long fur on her. But she's actually slimmed down a lot. We wanted to take her down, like maybe you can catch it from the side. We slimmed her down just a bit because she was having a lot of joint issues. Now Makani Corso. Now let me show you his. I mean, this dude is in great shape. Look at that. Look at that. That dude's in great shape. He's not overweight at all. Trimming the waist. Now he's young. He's young. He's 2 years old, and she's 4 or 3. I keep saying 3, but maybe she's coming up on 4 years old, guys. Either way, my point is that we had to slim her down a little bit because we just wanted to make sure she had the best shot of having healthy joints because she's been suffering with some little bit of like osteoarthritis type things. ZP chicken bones. No, I don't feed my dogs chicken bones. That's one thing that I've always told that was not the greatest for dogs. But I mean, I'm sure there's some other literature or something that says otherwise. Yeah, JP says beautiful. Aisha Hawkins, what's up? ZP says big dog. Oh man, always the hips. I hate it so much. Yeah, dude. So she's been dealing with that TRMC. Why do I want to call you TR? I'm forgetting the other R. TRMRC. Is that what do you, or is it like Tremark or something like that? Anyways, the point is that you're right. Sometimes these Rottweilers deal with a lot of hip and joint issues. Oftentimes it's called hip dysplasia, and so we had to take her to the vet, and we took X-rays and everything like that. And so right now she's on a daily anti-inflammatory medication, and that kind of helps her out. We're trying to wean her down to maybe half a dose a day, and that's been just initials. Okay, TRMRC. Okay, but uh, but yeah, so that those anti-inflammatory, they help out with her just so she can get through her day. Be easy, bud. What do you mean, traveler? What's up? Oh, Nevaeh says I gotta go, but I subscribe. Have a good. Thanks, Nevaeh, for hanging out with us. Appreciate you. Jimmy B says beautiful, Roddy. Thank you. Gia Soon says your dog is so cute. Thank you. Good Wolf says WAP. JP says splinters and chicken bones. Yeah, that's what I was told, man. So, all right, Traveler Mac. Thanks for hanging out. Good conversation, yo. Powerfish, hello from Melbourne, Australia. What's going on, Powerfish from Australia? I was listening to one of my favorite groups this morning from Melbourne. They're called Hiatus Coyote. They're one of my favorite groups of all time, and it's basically it's a band led by the lead singer. Her name is Napalm, and then of course there's like four guys I think that are part of her band, like a bass player, Bender, and Perrin, who's a drummer, and then there's a piano player. I forgot his name, and then they got some backup singers. Anyway, the point is that every time people come from Australia, I always think about my favorite group. All right, man, got to do some life. I hear you, traveler. WAP says two good doggies. Yeah, they're good for now, but they'll kick up in a minute. What's up, Jack? Jack is from Memphis, Tennessee. I always think about Tennessee. When people come on, I was like, man, I bet the weather there is wonderful. Close to the mountains. Powerfish. Yeah. American, Australia together. Yeah, that's what's up. Now, I really gotta. I'll tell you one other thing I think about when people talk about Australia. I think about Kevin Hart, that little bit. He says every time I go to Australia, everything wants to kill me. Why is it that everything wants to kill me in Australia? Everything's deadly. So you see what he's doing there, guys? He's looking at the neighbor's dog. Where is he? Right there. He wants to get a game started with the neighbors. Both of your dogs are so cute, and I always have a Rottweiler because my parents said that it is a friendly breed but protective. That's exactly the reputation that they have, Aisha. And that's the reason why my wife wanted to get a Rottweiler, because of that very same reason. They're protective breeds, but they're great with family. And that seems to be true with my dog. She's a little bit, I mean, the female Rottweiler seems to be a little bit more emotional. You see how she looked at me? Because we had a male and a female in the past. The male was a little bit more laid back, but also assertive, also protective, but more laid back. She's just like really okay. I think you got all these bugs on you, girl. Rain, we're not doing that. Come here. Rain. You see that, guys? It took what, 2 times, but it worked. It's better. That's better than what it was. It used to be where he would ignore me and still run off with the neighbors. Good boy. That's a good boy. Good boy. But yeah, so she seems to be more emotional, but she's mellowed out. The closer she gets to 4 years old, she's really mellowing out. But they're great dogs, man. Great family dogs. WAP says, are you from Memphis? Because you're the only 10 I see. 10 I see. Oh, that's a good joke. I like that, WAP. Aw. Very healthy companions. Well done, sir. See you soon. Off to shoe shop for the kids. All right. That sounds good. Yeah, I got to go shopping too for my my little girl. She doing homecoming or something. So we need to go do the same thing today. So I feel you on that. Y'all have a good time shopping. DBDHHDJ says peace and love, brother. What's up, man? Good morning. You did a good job, boy. I had to call you only twice. Yeah, a well-trained dog, you should only have to say the command one time and they obey, right? My dog is kind of Corso. I think we're down to about 2 times. Sometimes it's 3, and then he'll obey. Which is, I mean, I take that right now until we can get to the point where we're at one command, then act. But right now, as long and it's for safety, guys. I mean, I'm not doing this just to be, funny or being mean to my dog. You want to recall your dog when they need to come to you because they could be in danger. Aisha says, I'm going to subscribe. Thank you, Aisha. Hawkins, I appreciate you. We try to stream. We do live streams sometime in the evenings when I come home from work, but for the most part, Saturday and Sunday mornings we're on, and we just talk about random topics about dogs, and then we do some training stuff here and there. But things come up throughout the week, and we talk about them, and of course they entertain in the background. Good morning, Charlie. I'm sorry, Charlene. Charlene Dickerson's. Good morning. Sorry, I miss. Couldn't see my. I'm getting old, Charlene. So forgive me. Aisha says no problem. Thank you, Timo. Sub. Keep the training. Thank you, Timo. Undercover 656. What's going on? Good morning. Tree Rogie. That dog looks guilty. Which one? My Rottweiler or my Cotty Corso? No, that's her. That if you're talking about her, she has a range of facial expressions. Undercover 655. Thank you for subbing. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have been awesome today. She has a range of eyes, and Rottweilers tend to do that. They'll stare at you and they won't blink, and it looks really like sincere sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I actually made like 3 or 4 videos of her. One, I even wrote a song about her staring. I'm a used to be musician, but I like to keep my skills up. So I went in the lab and I, what I'm saying. I went and played a few things around on the keys. I like the '90s R&B kind of sound, and I called it "What You Looking At" because she was staring so hard at me, y'all. Like she was just staring like this. Oh, Rashawn, why you on me about my yard, yo? Why you on me about my yard? Dude, I only got so many hours in a day. You're right. That's on my list. I guarantee you, if I was retired, I would have, um, I would have basically like golf course type grass. But you gotta understand, Keys Ghetto. You should have saw me this morning because all these little fluffy things they pull out of the out of their toys, they get into the yard. You can see all these little white things. I was out here this morning picking that stuff out and putting it in the trash. But he's on me about my yard. Yeah, so many of those hours are spent on live. Um, oh, you trying to call me? Really trying to call me out? Oh man, dude. So let me put it to you this way, Rashawn. I'm not gonna be rude. I'm just gonna tell like this. So if I can influence people to be better dog owners, to treat their dog with respect, teach their dog to learn to obey, keep the dogs out of trouble, I think I'm doing a bigger service by doing that. I'm helping to protect dogs. I'm helping owners, if they're new to having big dogs, to see what they're getting themselves into. Because if these dogs get out and they're not trained, they can hurt somebody. It could be a real problem. So if your focus is I haven't picked up the trash in my yard, which is true, and not recognizing what I'm trying to do here with helping people out with their dogs as a homeowner, then I think you're missing the point. But it's cool. You can come at me about anything. I'm cool with it. But I also work full time, and I gotta do what I gotta do. And some days the getting to the yard is the last thing on the list. And don't tell me. I mean, you have to remind me. It bothers me. I like having a clean yard. I like having a clean environment, but it just takes. It's just you got so many hours in a day. And she says he's a busy man. Stop being so rude. That's exactly right. I am a busy man. I got a full time job, wife. I got kids, grown kid. Yeah, I got a lot on my plate. Pet's House of Dogs. What's going on? Thank you, Aisha, for saying that. I appreciate you. No, he's still coming at me. He says a good dog owners have clean yards. Woo, man, he is hard today. How old are your dogs? He's 2 and she's coming up on 4. J Milt Ticket says, I have a German Rottweiler myself. Yeah, man. So, J Milt, let me. I always ask this question because that topic comes up about American versus German. And people often say that, when they have the smaller heads like my dog, they say that's the American style. You know, more, she looks more like a Doberman in areas. Now, her mom looks like her, but her father has more of that square head look. And so, other than that, other than the width of the head, how do you know your dog is more of a German style Rottweiler? Don St. Clair says, from Louisiana, your dog's a beautiful. Good job. Thank you, Don. I love Nolans. Oh, wait. Well, Louisiana in general. I like the food. We used to live in Biloxi, so that culture permeated all through that, all through the South down there. You know what I mean? Beautiful dogs. Keep, my brother, keep doing what you know. Thank you, Big Breed. Pet dogs of house. Can you show me? Yes, of course. Here he is in all his wonderful dirty slobber. Look at that slobber, y'all. That's my Cane Corso. He's fixed. What's your job? I'm military, Aisha. I'm Air Force. Calvin Parker, what's going on? Aw, Calvin Parker is giving some love to y'all. Luann Bateman, taller, bigger, built bigger, way more. I have a okay. So the Germans are taller. They're a little bit thicker, and they weigh more. Okay. Smaller head and slimmer head is probably that's been I've heard that's been more of the American style, right? J Mill Ticket. Also from Canada, but I'm living in Texas. Oh, cool, Aisha. Thank you for your service. Thank you, Undercover Six. I appreciate you for saying that. Slimmer built for the American, correct? Mike Beats. Are you a pilot? No, no pilot. Juan, what's going on? Correct. Okay. No, no, no pilot. That's a cool job. Oh, but nah. I think my dog has gas. I heard her let out some. You got gas, baby? You got some gas? It's okay. You were outside. You let it rip, girl. Nice dog. Reminds me of mine. Oh, okay, cool. ERP. How much do your Rottweiler weigh? Calvin, she was 115, but I think we slimmed her down to probably under that, probably closer to 110, which is where I would like to kind of keep her. So she's better for her joints and stuff like that. So, and the way we do that, we just kind of reduce the treats and things like that, and more kibble, less of the wet stuff. Keep the protein coming, but just reduce kind of the carbohydrate stuff. Jay Miltic says, yeah, I'm on Galveston Island. Oh, yeah, that's what's up. What are you doing today? Well, Juan, I started off kind of sleepy because these guys decided they were going to wake me up last night with all the barking. So what happened was the Storm decided she was going to sleep in the living room over there. And so she has access to the view of the backyard. And for some reason, I guess she saw some deer out there and she kept on huffing. And when she started huffing, Missy would start barking, and then she got him riled up, and now the whole house started shaking. And she did that like 4 or 5 times last night. So I was started off the show kind of talking about that, but now we're just having conversation. Mike Beats, have you been on a carrier? You mean like a carrier plane? Also, I appreciate that you work in the Air Force because you're helping people. Thank you, Aisha. Aisha's really been a strong supporter this morning. I really appreciate you. Undercover 656, do they normally get along? They normally do, but I will say Undercover, like if you've been watching for a minute, you'll see that they kind of go back and forth with this dominance thing. They start off playing, And then they start doing this whole I'm more dominant than you, and that's when it gets kind of a little bit, not so good. So, and if they take it too seriously, I jump in and stop them from doing that. But for the most part, they love each other. When they're inside the house, there is no fighting, no allowed in the house. So that's one thing that is they're that's off limits. Rough play that does not happen inside doors. That's all outside. So we stop that immediately. They don't do anything like that inside the house. I want Calvin Park says I want one, but I don't know how to train it. Yeah, so Calvin, the best thing to do is continue to watch people on YouTube. Watch the experts. If you're it's your first time ever owning a dog, definitely try to listen to people like Cesar Millan. There's a lot of good trainers on YouTube that get you started, and then realize that day one, when the puppy comes home, you got to start your training. Another thing you can do is take your dog to like your local Petco. They offer like these classes. They'll teach you how to do treats, how to do clickers, just the kind of the basic thing to get you going. And then once you've learned those basic things, it's all about maintaining that stuff. So it does take time. So the biggest thing is make sure you're prepared time wise and financially wise to handle the big dogs. Sienna says, "Where do you get those black mats from?" Oh, these are. I put these down because they were. I mean, it's already dirty again. I usually power wash my back porch, and so I was trying to. Their most common areas where they walk at. I try my best to put something down to kind of protect some of it, but it doesn't work. They get dirt everywhere. All you see here is like dog footprints. But these are from my local Tractor Supply store. I've got some stall mats out in my shop over there, but I just use these, you know. It, but yeah, they make. That's the other thing, you guys. People we've been talking about cleaning house and all that good stuff. And well, one guy was coming at me about my yard. They said my yard was dirty, which I admit it is nowhere near where I would like my yard to be. So, but you know, it's not just the yard that gets dirty, but the inside of the house gets dirty. So you got to be prepared for if you want a Cane Corso, this slobber that they have, they will fling their jaws all up on the walls. Like you probably see some you probably can't see that, but there's some slobber all on the walls, on the ceiling, and we don't allow him to be in the kitchen because when he flaps his jaws, it gets all on the food and everything. So if you look, he even just that little bit that you saw him rubbing his face. Watch out, big boy. Look at that. It's a battle to keep the place clean with these guys. You got a mosquito on you, boy? You got a little mosquito on you, trying to bite you. That kind of reminds me. Make sure your dog have their heartworms medication. So these mosquitoes are relentless. Another thing you got to do with your dog. Let me get back to the comments. So you were asking me about a carrier ship. Never been on a carrier ship. He looked very heavy. Thank you. Not sure why anyone would get a dog that doesn't hunt. Oh, you're like a hunter. Yeah, no. I mean, we have the. I don't use my dogs for hunting. That'd be kind of cool if they did do that. But they're just more family dogs. I just like Rottweilers after I chased by one. Yeah, I think Undercover, you told me that before, didn't you? Didn't you tell me that yesterday or before? Because it's a real fear when people have negative interactions with dogs, man. It just turns them off. Do they got toys out there? Yeah, Mike Beats. We got tons of toys. That's why the yard looks so dirty, because half of it is stuff that they play with. You know, that all over the yard. Every time I mow the lawn, I have to be careful because there'll be toys all out there. They got ropes over here. They got balls. They've got bubble machines. They got it all. And then this is their toy graveyard right there. So you don't have to use, but she could use rubber mats. Yeah, I mean ERP rubber mats will work too. It just depends on what you're trying to do. Me, I'm just trying to reduce the amount of areas, and I'm sure it's probably cleaner. I bet I can show you how much better it looked. Well, that didn't help. I guess it made it darker. That wasn't a good example, but I thought I was trying to protect my concrete from all the dog footprints. It looks better on this side because they don't walk over here very often. Homie, do more. I fell asleep in here. I got a story to tell you about that, homie. But I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll finish the comments. I'll come back later. Look at her, got her head on the couch. Oh, kind of like puzzles. Yeah, bro. Where are you from? Ajit Kumar. I'm in Texas, my friend. I am from Texas too, so I'm stationed here. I was giving some hearts and loves. J Mill, what state are you in? Texas. Undercover. Yep. Who's the oldest? She's not the old. She's the second oldest. The little one is the oldest. Yes, Mike Beats. I'm in Texas. I do they swim? Yes, she loves to swim, but I have to make sure she doesn't jump in too much because she'll take over the pool. What is Palestine? What Gaming Q? What is Palestine? Are you talking about Palestine in Texas or Palestine, the country? Who is the hardest to train? Diabolical. I think I don't know if it's really what's harder for me. Diabolical is more about consistency, and if you have the time, they're both trainable. And with her being older, it feels like she's easier, but she's been trained for a while. You know what I'm saying? And so it seems like she's easier, but his intelligence is probably would make him easier, I would think. But he comes with so many other challenges that I wouldn't base it on just training. Who's the easiest to train? Calvin says I had one, but it was my dad's. It was 4 when it stood up. And ooh, I'm sorry to hear that, Calvin. Anthony says, hell, you have some great dogs. Very healthy. You're correct about the Rottweiler breeds, and the German has more of a straight back compared to the Serbian bloodline. I have been breeding since '85. Whoa. Okay. Wow. Fantastic. Thanks, Anthony. So, yeah, chime in if you have any more information about that. I appreciate all these experts that come on. I really do appreciate y'all. Dang, that was a good guess. Yeah, you're right. Maybe was it my accent though, Mike Beats? Do I have a Texas? Do I sound Texan? She acts just like mine do. Beautiful dogs. SKZ fan. Calvin, how tall is she? I don't know her. I don't know her height offhand. I have to measure her. Like Free Palestine, what is it? You're talking about political stuff, Gaming Quest. I think you're talking about the conflict with Israel and Palestine, and that's a very polar topic. And I typically stay away from polar things like that because people just get people get out of shape with that kind of stuff, and I really don't want to. I want to keep it around the dogs if possible. Diabolical Affairs. Isabel, oh bless. Nicole McFarland says today's my birthday. Happy birthday, Nicole! Look at that, Connie Corso. Look at him run. Oh boy, you shot out there like you were on fire. Call Laura. Hi, what's up, Laura? Who's the one that you have to make them calm down or something? That one? That's the one I have to make calm down all the time. No question about that. Mike Beats Game Quest. Are you being serious? Like, yeah, I'm not sure if he's wanting to like talk about the issues with that, or he's just wanting to get something controversial going. I'm not sure. I just don't want to do that because it polarizes people. I don't like polarizing topics. That Texas weather is no joke. Undercover, you don't understand. If you've listened to some of my streams earlier in the summer, oh man, I was dying. We were dying, man. It was like I was trying to move to Tennessee. I was trying to move to Tennessee undercover because I was like, this is I can't move to Tennessee, but I'm just talking. That looks like the uncomfortable way that she's sitting. Yeah, I know. She be putting her head all kinds of crazy ways. ERP. Aisha, what time do you usually come on the live stream in the mornings? Aisha, I come on Saturday and Sunday mornings around about 8:30, 9 o'clock ish. Today I started at 7, or 7:30. I started early today because I got some other things I got to do later on today. But I wanted to give y'all, a little update, and y'all can see the dogs before I head off for my day. I got to work today, unfortunately. Colorado. My birthday's in 4 days. Oh, happy birthday, Laura. Diabolical, do you watch anime? Diabolical, my daughter watches it. I I'm one of those kids that used to watch Dragon Ball Z when it first came out, and I loved it. I loved the dramatic. It's like it was like, can you make it any more? can you make your ball or your fire or your force any more big? Can it always, I don't know. All I'm saying is that it was a lot of fun to watch it when I was a kid. But I know now it's a serious thing with like adults and everything, and I just don't have that much time for it. Mike Beats is in Arizona. Yeah, I was talking to somebody else from Arizona. Her name was Samantha, I believe. I think she was from Arizona. She turned me on to a guy like Magic. I've been listening to him too. Been It's been cool talking to people from Arizona. Who's the fastest? I'm gonna tell you that's a okay. So ERP. Let me explain it this way. She's agile, and tell me, if you Rottweiler owners, if you guys can chime in and amen me on this, but she's really agile. She'll turn on the dime. This guy, he's kind of more clunky, but on a straight race, he would win. This dude is fast. She can't keep up with him if it's a straight race. But she's quick though. And she'll turn on the dime and grab something. Like, she's just incredible. Her reaction time is so short. The dogs are beautiful. Thank you, Jayla Brownlee. DB's Dragon Ball Z is goated. Yeah, that's what's up. EPR says, who's the one that gets more attention? She wants most of the attention. He sometimes he'll kind of he'll take it. He likes to be rubbed, but sometimes he'll just walk off. He's like, yeah, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Mike Beat says Thundercats. Thundercats. I used to watch that when I was a kid too. I love Thundercats. I have a female too. I hate when she starts her period. So yeah, so J Mill, she's fixed, so we don't worry too much about that. Yeah, that was always concerned. Like, do you have to wear those panties or those whatever they put on the dogs when they're on their cycles? Um, rest in peace to the owner. What are you talking about, ERP? Dustin Vincent says, our house is affordable there. Dustin, so I will say it used to be. Here in Texas, the housing market was way better. I mean, that's why it's always this, I don't know if it's a trope, but you would always talk about Californians would sell their houses. They would have like normal houses and they were like worth like 800,000, $1 million, and they would sell these normal houses and come to Texas, and then they would buy these sprawling ranches with $1 million ranches, because from our point of view in Texas, and I will say this is about 20 years ago. 20 years ago, if you had $1 million from buying a house in California and sold it for $1 million, you came here to Texas, you would have had all of this. You would have had a pool, a shop. You probably would have had a well. You would have had, 4,000 square foot, 2-story house, brick home. You would have a lot. And so, but now inflation hit, and of course we had this weird housing mad dash. What is it, about 2 years ago? And all the prices they just went up. And it was so remarkable that we sold our house that we had bought it like a year and a half, and we're like, you know what, the market's so good, we're going to sell and buy what we want. And so we sold for a little profit, and then we bought this place, which had, like I said, a little bit more room, because we wanted more room for our dogs to run around. So, but still, comparatively though, I still think that you could get, so for a house like this, for instance, my house is it's fairly new, and it's about, you know, it's under 3,000, but not quite 3,000 square foot. Without all the fencing, without all the pools and all that stuff, without all the everything I've added to it, you can get it for about, I don't know, $550,000, which is, and I would say that same house in California would be more like 800,000. So, yeah. All right, let me get back to the comments. Oh, Dragon Ball Z owner. Okay, I got you. I'm considering getting a Concord. So yeah, I mean, if you know, keep watching other people. So undercover, watch Ozzy the Connie Corso. She's a good friend of mine, and she does a lot of cool stuff on her. She does in the day of the life of a Connie Corso. She has like 3 of them, and I learned a lot from her. So keep learning. If this is your first time owning a Connie Corso, keep learning, because this is a special breed, and it does require you to have some knowledge. Who's a good boy? Shrimpy Bimpy says, "Who's a good boy?" Let's see if we can say who's a good boy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Keep her between 75 and 90. She'll remain fast. You know, Jamil, that's not a bad idea. I don't want to starve my dog. I want her to be comfortable, but I would love to kind of bring her down a little bit too. So, and more about her comfort with her joints. You know, that's my number one thing is her comfort. You know what I'm saying? I want her to be happy, you know, and without medication, you know. Right now I feel like she's able to do what she does because we make sure she's got medication on board for inflammation. But it would be nice if she could have that quality of life where she could be free to run and be herself with no pain, with no medication. I'd love that. Rockstar edits. Hey, what's going on, bro? Making them bitch while they are so tired looking. Oh, no, it's cycles. Rockstar edit. It's cycles. They like right now they're chilling for now, but you give them a few minutes, they'll kick back up, and now they'll be jumping and doing their stuff. They just take breaks. And right now it's a sleepy mode. Right now they'll be up in a minute. We almost had a fight. Yeah, yeah. So you just hang with me a few minutes. They'll be back up. I'll let him rest, and then we'll find a ball and we'll kick something up because he can't stay still too long. This guy is busy, bro. That dog looks like Batman. It's funny that you said that because I have a video. I have a video where I had that same thing where I tried this. I superimposed his image with the Batman image, and I mean the video was more like a fanfare for the breed. I was like, Connie Corsos, they're cool, they're loyal. And at the very, I don't know if it was at the end or the beginning, I transposed the image of Batman on top of his, and then it comes back to him. It was awesome. You gotta go check that out. It was a short video I did. Not the Rottweilers. Scorpion says, Block Tiger. John Adams says, about $850,000. In Texas, $850,000, like you said. Yes, exactly. Who's the heaviest? He is. He's hitting about 130. Wow, monster dogs to scare the hikers. I try not to scare people. I rather not people be scared unless they're an intruder. Then I'm cool with it. J Mill says Bully Max Dog Food. Is that like a brand? J Mill. J Mill. I'm gonna call you J Mill. If that is, I'll have to look into that. John Adams says that fool, that dog will bite you. That look dangerous. Yeah, he does look dangerous, doesn't he? They look very dangerous. No, you and Diaboxes, no, you won't. So no, so John Adams, you got to hang out with me long enough to understand how I interact with my dog. So if you rewind back even to the beginning, you'll see my interactions with him, so that you know how the potential danger is always there with these dogs. That's why daily training and daily interaction with them is a must. You don't have that, you're gonna create a situation. JML says, yeah. Aisha, I'm going to go watch your videos and then come back if that's okay. Yeah, Aisha, thank you for hanging out with us. No problem. So if you want like quick and in and out, Aisha, check out some of our shorts. And I think we do a lot of comedy things, and you may not find my sense of humor funny. So cool. If not, I do a lot of fanfare stuff too. So like I'll do like a video with him. My latest one I did yesterday, I posted with because he was walking kind of in slow motion towards me, and I compared him to like a leopard. So I do some fanfare with music, and then some of it's comedy where I do voiceovers with my dogs. That's not completely well received all the time, but hey, if you find it funny, go for it. And then the other stuff that I do is just kind of with them barking or them protecting the property, and those have done extremely well, guys. I have one video that's seen 7.5 million views. That went viral, and I had another one where they were kind of rough playing in the backyard that went over 1 million views. So I do have videos that have taken off. Not everything lands with people, but so if you find something that you like, let me know. Is she sleeping? No, she's not really sleeping. They're resting. See, he's about to get up right now. Oh, she says, "Oh dang, yeah." No, I was really happy to see them get some success. I really was. Whenever my first video that went viral, that really was like a super encouragement because I was getting discouraged. YouTube will discourage you, y'all. If you're a YouTuber, you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll put your heart into a video or edit something, and you really do your best that you could do, And you expect people to recognize that, and they don't. Unfortunately, people do not recognize, they don't care. You know, if it holds their attention, the algorithm pushes it out. If it doesn't hold people's attention, it's nothing personal. It just gets put to the side. So I've been on both ends of that spectrum. So, anyways, enough about YouTube. Look to P Bully Max Dog Food, great stuff. All right, say J Mill. I'm gonna actually screenshot that because I'm gonna look into that. So J Mill, the other thing that I've been thinking about, I have another subscriber, and he's been telling me about raw food because raw has been a great thing for a lot of dogs, especially these bigger breeds. And so yeah, this guy, his name is Paul. He's actually one of the administrators on the page, or on my live streams. Anyway, he talks a lot about raw diets, and I would love to try that too. And I think that actually could be helpful as well. It's low in carbohydrates, no sugars added, none of that stuff. It's just straight protein and fat and all that good stuff. Aisha says, okay, I have two Great Danes and an African Mastiff, a Borbell. So ANG, this is why I wish that there was some way that I could, on my live stream, can like share my screen with somebody real quick so that I can see their dog, because that sounds absolutely amazing. Many people have talked about those African Mastiffs, and I would love to like I bet people in the audience would love for me to pop in and show your dog off. That would be awesome. Every time he looks at you, he's scary. Yeah, I know, ERP. It's kind of a cool thing. That's why a lot of people like those dogs. They just have that intimidating look to them. These dogs would bite you. John Adams, you're correct. You're absolutely correct. And I have talked about my Cane Corso biting a family member before, and we did not see that coming at all. We did not see that coming at all, John Adams. It was, but there was a lot of things that led up to that event. We reviewed that, we thought about it. My wife has cried about it. We have been through, all right. So you're right, John Adams, to have that, to put that warning out there. That's why you really have to be careful and know what you're getting yourself into. This guy, and know how they interact with other people, not just family. Like this guy, that's why we didn't know that it was an issue, because with around me, my wife, and my daughter, we've established that relationship with him, and other family members too that are kind of familiar with how to behave around dogs. He's been great with it, but grandma was kind of timid and nearly just didn't come across as being a leader. And so we normally are around, and I was away. I was in the bathroom when it happened, but he got territorial, and grandma was lower on the totem pole in his mind, and he lashed out at her and bit her. And so that was a sad day in this house, because I was like, what do we trusted him, and he was a great dog, and he's still a great dog. He's wonderful. He's a sweet dog. I mean, you wouldn't think that he would ever do that, but he did. So your warning is not taking on, it doesn't fall on deaf ears. It doesn't fall on deaf ears. That's one thing I do bring up on this channel. If people, I'm gonna go and see her face underneath this couch. It's one thing I talk about on this channel is you got to be careful. What are you doing? Hello, cute Rottweiler. Yeah, there she is. If you have the money, go for it. Do it all the time. Okay, yeah, Jamie, I screenshot it. I'm gonna look it up. Okay, Adian Pollock says I'm back. Remember, I'm a dog trader. Yes, Adian, I do. Wait, am I saying your name correct? Adian. So yeah, so Adian, you can chime in on what I was just talking about too, right? Just let making sure you have that control with your dog. I mean, and sometimes you can't, you just can't control every situation, but you do your absolute best. Jose says, would you say for a first-time dog owner to go for a large dog or stick with a small dog? Jose, I would hands down, if you're not familiar with dogs and you're not on the up and up, I would start small first, learn dog skills, learn how to train your dog. Get that confidence as a pack leader first, and then work your way up to a big dog. But I would not start with the big dog. Who's the heaviest? He's the heaviest. My Rottweiler is very territorial. Yeah, remember me when I'm a dog trainer. Yes, Aiden. Is it Aiden? Right? It's Aiden. Did she kiss him or something else? Maybe Jordan Gomez. So she's always licking his face all the time and his ears, and he loves it. Oh, I love your dog. Thanks, Jordan. J Mill, it certainly looked like they kissed. Oh, did I miss something? Are you Texan fan or Dallas fan? Undercover, I gotta be honest with you. I don't watch football. I know that sounds sacrilege, but I don't watch football. Now, am I a Dallas Mavericks fan? Am I a Spurs fan? Maybe. Maybe a little bit. Thank you. I wanted a GSD, but didn't know if it was a lot to handle for the first time. Yeah. So Jose, definitely take the time, do the research, watch the videos, learn how to be a good leader first. Okay. Even if it's something as basic as watching Caesar Milan, if you just watch him long enough, you know, you watch Caesar Milan long enough, you'll start to feel, okay, I need to have a leader presence around my dog. And the reason why it's important with these big dogs, and Aiden can chime in on this, is that, the big dogs need direction. If they don't get direction, they are big enough to tear up all your stuff. Okay? Somebody early in the stream was getting on to me about my yard, but let me tell you, that's just toys. That all this nasty yard that y'all see that looks a mess is toys. Not my house. Not they, tearing up the screens, tearing up my couch. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have that, if you don't know what you're doing with these dogs, they will tear up your stuff. Thanks, Aiden. I appreciate that. Jordan's a Dallas Cowboys fan. Yeah, there's so many people right here that are Dallas fans. J Mill, are you in the Houston area in the Cypress? No. J Mill, I'm outside of San Antonio area, Central Texas area. Small town. Where's your my baby? There you are. There's my sweetie pie. Why you underneath there? He's on patrol. Nah, so Diabolical wants to get a Rottweiler. He's on patrol. There he goes. Let's see if we catch him on this side. There's probably somebody walking, and he's can you see him in the distance? Somebody's out there walking. Yeah, he's on guard duty right now. Jordan always wanted a Rottweiler. Yeah, same with my wife, man. She always wanted a Rottweiler, and so the moment the opportunity came, we jumped and we got him. Now I'm gonna tell you, we did. I mean, we practice what I'm preaching, so we did a lot of research on our own before we got her, and watched a lot of videos, as many as we could, just so that we could have an idea of what we will be faced with. I know my wife doesn't really come on a lot, but she's pretty knowledgeable too. She's had dogs a little bit longer than I have. She owned like a Maltese when she was a young girl. She did a lot of research on dogs back in the day. But we worked together. And then to add more to our knowledge base, we actually hired somebody who watches our dogs during the daytime. Twice a day she comes, and she is a veterinarian technician, or her past history was veterinarian technician. So she adds a lot of education and value to us as well. And of course, I have my coworker who I keep mentioning her station, Ozzy the Connie Corso. You got to check her station out. It's awesome. She has 100,000 subscribers, y'all. You got to check her out. But she's been very helpful too with. So you got to link yourself up with people that that know about the breeds that you're interested in getting in. I should start calling him Batman. Yeah, man. Hey, ERP. Go check that video out. The one with gosh, I wish I could link it to you real quick so you don't have to scroll too long. But I wish I could show you that little clip that I did with him, a little short that I did. I only got 2 pit bulls and a blue heeler. Well, I had them. They died. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Diabolical got it because I chopped from GTA. Because of Chop from GTA. Oh, you saw it on what is it, Grand Theft Auto? Aiden, they may have approached them too fast and they got mad and bit them. So yeah, Aiden, I can describe how it went down. Hey, Shih Tzu, what's up, man? Good morning. And I think Shih Tzu's heard me say the story already. Actually, so let me describe it real quick. Let me walk over here and see what they into. So the way it happened was I was in the bathroom. My wife is on the couch, right? And so my wife is laying on the couch, and the Connie Corso was right next to her. Okay, so grandma is approaching my wife and the Connie Corso. So wife says, "Get off the couch, Connie Corso." So she pushed my dog off the couch. What are y'all doing over there? Come here. And then so he is about to get off the couch. Grandma approaches at the same time. Okay. And then he turns around and sees grandma approaching the couch, and he retaliates and basically says, "Grandma, you don't get to be on the couch. This is my spot." So he was being territorial with the couch. Now, since then, he's lost couch privileges, by the way, so it's kind of sad to see it, but he has a little spot on the floor. She's on the couch, he's on the floor. He lost that territory, but, but that was how it went down. And he bit her pretty good too, man. Pretty good. She's not really. Hey, Laura Smalls, look up the dog daddies, please. Now the best dog trainer in the world. Oh, who's that? I don't know. Dog daddy. There are a lot of great trainers out there, man. I gotta check them out. Dog daddy. Let me. I'll screenshot that for you, Laura, just so I can do a little recon. So she's an American, right? The Rottweiler. So she has the American style. Okay, so I've never done genetics on my dogs, and I don't know if that would help out or not. If I could do the genetics. Come on, guys, let's go back over here. Why are we over in the side of the yard? I don't know if doing the genetics would help. You know what I mean? But it would be nice to know, so I could say that. Jamie, so she's American. Okay, well, I said that. EPR bro was about to jump you. ERP is really like fascinated with the way this guy looks. Let me show you his face. Come here. Well, he's kind of smaller now, but he has a. Let me see if I can catch him. That little. See how that look he has? Like he's gonna come bite my head off. Jamie also don't let mine sit on the furniture at all. Yeah, I mean, so we J-Mill, we did started off having them on the furniture. And the reason why is that we bought our couch specifically with our dogs in mind. It's not an expensive piece of now where I do draw the line is the beds. They are not allowed on the bed. No sir. But the couches I don't mind. I have a cover on one love seat, and then I have the other is like a leather, kind of a fake leather or whatever that we bought pretty cheap, But he lost privileges. Come here, big boy. You trying to hunt somebody? So I don't. So Shih Tzu, sorry about the first sergeant comment. What do you mean, Shih Tzu? Did I miss something? Oh, you're talking about on a previous stream about a first sergeant? Oh, I got you. Oh, you know what, Shih Tzu? I actually do remember what you said. You said something about call your first sergeant, and then I said, well, I'm an officer, so they can't, it's not gonna mean much. Love the doggo, bro. Good job. All our mental gymnastics for dummies. All our mental gymnastics for dummies. Do you do mental gymnastics criticism on your on your station? I gotta hear more about that name. Tell me about that. Tell me about that name. All our mental gymnastics for dummies. Tell me about that. I'm gonna keep reading. Oh, that's sad. One time my dog bit me, and I learned that if I push my arm into her mouth, that she would start to let go because their jaw started to open on too big. So Jordan, let me get this straight. You put your arm in your dog's mouth, and she bit it, like seriously bit it, or was she just kind of nibbling at you? Because there's a difference between a dog biting you and just kind of nipping. Let me see. I might can, like when I put my hand in my dog's mouth, like I think I can. Hold on. When I do this. I'm putting my, he's not really, he doesn't want to bite it. You see what I'm saying? Like he's barely let me put it in his mouth. Come here. Because they know that, they don't see me as something to, bite, you know. Now that could have been dangerous what I did because he put his big face and she's guarding that toy. So if she decided to latch out to him and bite me, that could have happened. So that wasn't necessarily a smart thing on my behalf. But but they don't try to bite me, when I put my hand in their mouth, And she's gnawing down on it, but she's not really biting me. So I'm not sure why just because you put your hand in your dog's mouth, they bit you. That's kind of interesting. So Aiden is chiming in. Is because she pushed your dog off the couch, and you were talking about my situation, and this is his territory. He got angry because of his spot. That's exactly right, Aiden. But the thing about it is that you know, to add to it though, Aiden, her presence to him is not of a leader, and he's tested her on a couple occasions. In other words, he's walked up to her, and where maybe she was in his way or something, and she stepped back in submission to him. Grandma stepped back in submission to my dog, and that's a signal that, hey, you do what I tell you to do. Which is one of the reasons why I tell my family, do not, if you got to walk this way, don't be like, oh, excuse me, doggy, sorry. If he's in your way, you go, move, get out the way. You know, that's what an alpha would do to a lower ranking person. Would say, look, I want this space, I claim that. So but if you back from them, it gives them the signal that, hey, I'm ahead of you. So I think those signals were coming all along, and we weren't really recognizing them, or we didn't think that they would mean anything until he decided he was going to assert his dominance over his territory on the couch, and it actually happened. Not a good thing, and I'm telling you, we were sad. We were sad for days, probably still not over that issue, because we love my wife loves her mom. ERP says she rolled her eyes at you. All our mental genetics. Okay, so tell me what's going on, Consta. Mainly for PTSD, brother. Okay, interesting. I need to check your stuff out because I'm interested. Lucy Eason says hi. What's up, Lucy? Aisha, I'm back. Well, what did you think, Aisha? Was it all right or no? Or you kind of like, yes, kind of okay? Fire MM says, dang, they're cute. No, she bit me like playful, but I started to hurt, and they wouldn't let go because they weren't trained. Okay, I got you. Kyle Christie, good looking dog. Thank you, Kyle. Yes, he's a Cane. Some people just say Cane, but I think the Italian way is Cane Corso. But thank you. A&G, any breeding programs for your dog? No, A&G, they're both fixed. I mean, we wanted to get rid of his testosterone because we felt like it was causing him to be a little too aggressive. And we were trying to, like, we don't mind his natural protective instincts in the right context. But he was just getting a little bit too aggressive with trying to do dominant stuff, and then he was marking inside the house and things like that. And so we were like, let's see if we can make a difference and cut some of this testosterone off. And it's helped out a little bit, a lot. I'm gonna say it helped out a lot. He doesn't mark in the house anymore. He was wearing those belly bands, but right now he's just kind of like, yeah. Any breeding programs for? Okay, so Aisha says, yeah, it was funny. Well, thank you, Aisha. Thank you for looking at that stuff. I try to do a variety of things. Please look at him. He is naturally gifted. He saves dogs from getting neutralized all over the world. Because look at him up, please. I will. Laura, I took a screenshot because I'll look up the guy. Shih Tzu says, I'm in Oklahoma. My biggest problem I have with stickers and sand spurs. My dogs get them in their Jack Russells. Yeah, so Shih Tzu. Dude, Shih Tzu. Dude. Everything you see out here is all about the stickers. So out here where I live, if I didn't put topsoil and sod out here, this whole area would be covered with stickers. I mean, even with me laying sod on top of this, it costs a lot, y'all, because you got to put irrigation down first, then the topsoil, then the sod. even with that, I still get stickers that pop up through, and I have to use all kinds of stuff to get rid of them. But dude, I'm telling you, that is the worst because your dogs are always hopping on 1 foot or 2 feet because the stickers everywhere. What y'all see? Hey, what do y'all see? What y'all see? What y'all see? Let's go see what they're looking at. So yeah, no, so I totally understand that, man. Totally. Wait, can dogs actually tell what your emotions are? I think they do read you. They read your emotions. You know, they can tell when you're like scared or nervous and stuff like that. And it may be they just sense the adrenaline. Hello from Scotland. What's going on, Lena? Also, what is a black thing storm? What do you mean? Let's go check it out. I hope the internet's not going out because I'm pretty far away from the router. If I go out, please, if I start getting grainy, let me know. Can I go back to the other side or switch over to the regular net? Also, what is the black thing? So Aisha, tell me more about the black thing. I'm back. What's up, Nevaeh? Jamil, yeah, we established dominance early. Yep. Undercover, how do you feel about Chihuahuas? Oh, I feel like they got on Storm's back. Oh, Aisha? On his back on one of the videos. Aisha, can you put a comment on that video for me so I can go back and see what you're talking about? Because are you talking about her harness, like her harness on her that I have her wearing when we go for walks? Oh, on Rain's back. Oh, he wears a vest. It's a weighted vest, and it basically adds to his workouts when we walk. And praise, what's up, man? Oh, by the way, guys, let me know if the internet is bad right now, because I will make my dogs go back closer to the house. I don't want to be out here and y'all can't see what I'm trying to say. Let me know if it's okay. I mean, I'll stay here and talk a little bit, but if I don't want to be out here, if it's you can't really do anything. But yeah, no, he wears a weighted vest. The Is it kind of choppy? Yeah, okay. Come on, guys. Over here. Yeah. Yeah, please let me know when that happens. I lose a lot of viewers sometimes when that happens because they don't want to be like they can't see anything, so they're like, this sucks. But anyways, yeah. So he wears a weighted vest sometimes, and it's about I want to say 8 pounds, and it just basically go over his back, and then so when we go for walks, it tires him out more. It's more energy expenditure, and so he's more satisfied. And also, it's like these big dogs oftentimes need a job, and so when they do a job, and they feel like they burn energy, they actually are a little bit more better. They're more relaxed for the rest of the day. They feel a little bit more fulfilled. Where's the little one at the the little one, the boss? So Shih Tzu, she went inside. She was having some issues with the big ones earlier in the stream, and so we let her go back inside. She'll be back in a minute. Praise, just want to say hi. I have to go. All right, man. Thanks for popping in on us. Aiden says, does pineapple work for? So Dark Ninja, thanks for tuning in from the UK, from Yorkshire. That's pretty cool. Pineapple for Aiden. Can you fill that in for me? Because I'm trying to piece that together. What do you mean by pineapple? Big girl, where you going? Come here. Are you wandering off? She looking at me. Where you going, baby? For biting, freezing, and it won't really bite. So how do you mean? Just like for them to chew on something for biting, like a teething type thing, or I'm trying to be successful. What's up? She must see a lizard or something. Oh, okay. I never tried that, Aiden. I'm all for it. My wife used to make these puppy sickles, where she would take like some gravy, some meat or something, and put it in like the ice cube trays, and then freeze those, and it was like a nice little puppy treat snack and something to keep them busy. We hadn't done that in a while, but oh guys, there are mosquitoes out here. I don't know if you can see this mosquito or not, but that just reminds me to put a plug in and making sure your dogs have their worms and their vaccines, please, because they need that protection. Yeah, so I mean, we're a believer in trying to, create things for them to, to stay occupied, stay busy, where they're not tearing up our stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I got to try the whole pineapple thing. But I wonder if Missy is ready to come out. Let's see if Missy's around. Missy. Uh, nah, she's not coming out. Look at y'all. So you see how they go? It's up and down, right? They'll play for a minute, they'll run around, they bark, whatever, and then they go lay down and chill for a quick nap. And that's how they are. I mean, these guys have been up a good portion of the night. I was telling you guys about they had a barking fit several times last night, and they still act like they're full of energy. I'm the one that's tired. I heard still good to feed dogs eggshells. Is that true? Yeah, no, I think that's people. That's part of that raw diet feeding, and I've seen a lot of people do like chicken feet, duck heads, um, you know, all kinds of just like raw things, including the eggshells of like chicken eggs. You were yapping. Well, help me out, man. If I'm yapping, give us some knowledge. Drop some knowledge, Husan. Drop some knowledge, man. Try walking them, exercise. Yeah, Mike D. It's always a good thing to exercise these puppies. Um, we That's what who were we talking about? That's what we were talking about earlier about putting the vest on the dogs for when they exercise. I think it was Aisha. We were talking. I was talking to Aisha about the putting a vest on him when we take him for a walk. It really helps burn a lot of calories and energy. Yeah. With her, I don't usually put weighted vest on her because of her joints. I'm really careful with that. Dude, I would see the mosquitoes on you, girl. I think we're gonna have to go inside, y'all, because these mosquitoes are everywhere. These mosquitoes are kind of getting us. So yeah, Aiden, I don't usually do steak. Oh man, they're after me now. I don't normally do too much. Like they'll get a morsel or so or steak. If I'm having some, I'll give them a morsel if they've been good during dinner or something. But but yeah, that's one of my things I want to experiment with is the raw diet, including beef and things like that, and put that in their diet. Oh, yeah, yeah, no. So Mike D, no, no, no. You don't have to sell me on it. I'm definitely all about the exercise. They need to be exercised every day. Um, One of the reasons why I have two big dogs together is they do actually help with that. They run around the yard and they do exercise. Now, if we had a better situation with my neighbors, I don't mind them running up and down the fence line with the other dogs as exercise. But I used to walk them every single morning. Now we've had some issues with neighbors, and that's one of the reasons why I've kind of slowed down because of all the issues I keep having with neighbors. They would have their dog out in the front yard off leash, and they'll have these little bitty yappy dogs. And these speaking of yappy, Husan, Huisan. You know, these little yappy dogs would come running into the middle of the street and try to challenge my dogs. You know, and I'm trying to keep my dogs from overreacting to that. And you know, then I'll send a message on my Facebook, on the community Facebook, saying, "Hey guys, just a friendly reminder: keep your dogs. If they're off leash in the front yard, you need to be there. You know, put them on a leash or teach them recall or something. You know." And then the neighbors get all mad and offended. "Oh, you said that on Facebook. You were call." You know, I kind of got tired of dealing with the neighbors. You know, and I've had so many interactions with people with their dogs loose in their yard that I'm just like, you know what? I either take them to the park, you know, the state park, and let her walk them there or whatever. So it just kind of took it down. I don't want to cause issues, and I don't want my dogs to kill another dog either. But no, you know, walking them, exercising them, absolutely. I am 100% agree with you on that. What's Satoshi, Minori? Tell me what that is. Aiden, the raw diet you can do once a week. If you do more, they can get sick. Ooh, I did not know that, Aiden. You like I said, usually Paul Z's usually on, and he talks a lot about that. He's pretty knowledgeable about that. And so we kind of talk about it occasionally. If Batman was a dog, he'd be a Cane Corso. Exactly. Hey, what's up, Zeke? Zeke is back. It's a name. Whose name is it? Who's Satoshi? It almost sounds like someone from an anime character, like Satoshi. Ha 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 ha. Unless it's something bad and you're trying to get me to say something bad in Japanese. Dog Daddy he feeds his dog raw food. He owns the black German Shepherd. Yeah, a lot of people do raw, man. A lot of people. A lot. I'm actually part of a Facebook group about they they have it's for raw feeding dogs, you know, and I see the diets that they have. You know, and I do think, I mean, I've heard enough research so far that I do think it is a positive thing. Now, once a week, that sounds reasonable to me, especially starting out. I don't want to overwhelm my dogs with something new to their diet because they're very sensitive. When you change their diets, you know, the next thing you know, they're farting all over your house and they're, you know, diarrhea everywhere. So you got to be careful how you change your dog's diet, how quickly you do it. So for sure. What are you saying, Melor? How do you say your name? Melorine? Melorine? What are you trying to get me to say? I feel like I'm being set up for something. They've got me a couple of times on the live stream. That one guy who tried to get me to say he had a brother named Sisms or whatever, racisms. He got me to say racisms. Oh man. So, like I said, this guy, he accepts human affection. I mean, he's not like a wolf dog where, you know, they don't really like humans to, you know, they'll tolerate it for a little bit. He doesn't mind it. And he takes a lot of affection from Storm. Storm will lick his face. His face is really soft, a little bit more softer than the rest of his body. I don't know if it's like some mask or whatever he has, but it's very soft. You know, he'll accept it. It's just sometimes he'll just also walk off and be like, all right, I've had enough. Now my Rottweiler, she's just like she'll accept the love forever. Like right now, see how I'm rubbing him, but he's paying attention to something in the background. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets up and walk off in a minute. But he's got a big head. Look at the size of that dude's head. Big old head. And I got a big hand too. Fairly big hand. It's a person. Okay, you talking about Nat Satoshi is a person? It sounds like anime. Is it anime or is it a real individual? Ricardo, what's up, man? Long time no see. Licious. Licious. Come here, baby. We missed you. You gonna get stiff laying down over there. You're gonna get stiff. Like her recall is so much better, y'all. So much better than her recall is just so much better than his. I think some of that could be just jealousy. You know, I called her over, and then all of a sudden he's just like, "No, I'm gonna have to interact. You can't have daddy." Instagram model, interesting. Live, love, thrive. Cane Corsos are the best dogs. I have a 2-year-old Cane Corso named Taurus. Yeah, that's awesome. So live long, thrive. Have you? I don't know how long you've been listening, but you know we were talking about the dangers also of having dogs like this, because they can be very territorial, and if you have a family member or somebody that's not used to being around dogs and not having that leadership presence, they can literally dominate your family member or bite them rather, i.e., tell them what to do. Are they being playful undercover? Yes. Right now it's all playful. So when you see her bite, they'll bite each other's necks or their arms, but then they let go. They let go real easy, you know. So they're not really truly biting each other. They're just see how he bites him and then she lets go. See, look, see, bite, let go, bite, let go, bite, let go. You know. Now some people say, hey, maybe you should stop them from doing that, but I think to some degree dogs just kind of do that. They nip at each other while they're playing. You know, you'll watch him do a play bow, you know, but he's also disrespecting her by pinning her down, and she doesn't like that. She responds to him pinning her down, you know, and I don't know if if he feels like he pins her head down, she can't nip at him. Maybe that's his strategy for keeping her from, because she goes right for the neck every time. She goes right towards his neck. So he bites her in the neck too, but it's real gentle. He just lets go real quick because he's playing with her. / dominating too. Look at that hand on her back. And then she retaliates saying, no, you're not dominant, I'm dominant. So it's like this weird game of dominance / play. I'm at home. I have work from Monday to Saturday. That's why you do not see. Oh, okay. So you work a lot. I hear you. You gotta get it done, bro. You gotta work. As my grandma would say, you don't work, you don't eat. Just like young men wrestling all day long. Exactly, Hollywood. Exactly. But when she does that, that's when I stop her. Whenever she let go to, because I think she's trying to be serious with him in some way. And Aiden, you can chime in too, man. If you see something that I'm misinterpreting, let me know. You know, again, I'm waiting for if their hackles are up, or whatever. If they're really serious, but again, Storm, bend your knees. I always say that, bend your knees, they'll crash right into your knees. Rain. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna get a toy, see if I can jump in here. Oh, you missed it, boy. I threw the... You want it? Do y'all want it? Y'all want Sharky? Nobody's interested. Just like, okay, so yes, very much so. I have 3 teenagers and one other dog. It was an interesting dynamic at first, but first a year he understood the hierarchy. Yes. However, I can't let others into the house. Yep. You own very powerful dogs. You need to get knowledge from the best. Best biting should never happen. Would no one get the knowledge, please? Yeah. No. So yeah, we took it hard, Laura. I'm gonna tell you, I reviewed. I was like, what could we have done differently on that situation? You know, before, you know, because we didn't see any warning signs. There was nothing that we saw that would lead to him, you know, retaliating to grandma like that. And unfortunately, I wasn't even in the room when it happened, which I wondered if that was part of it too. Is that I think he sees me as kind of that ultimate authority. You know what I mean? Because I interact with him probably the most, and he knows my strength. He knows better around me. Now, he does respect mom. I make sure he respects mom, make sure he respects my daughter. So it's not that he doesn't respect them, but I just wondered if he would have not tried that with me being in the room there, you know, because he would have saw the fury and wrath of Papa Bear. So, but your dogs really should not be biting anybody. That is correct. I thought he was a pit, but he's a Cane Corso. Yes, Hollywood is a Cane Corso. Awesome. Thank you. Lily and Tilly says Hollywood have, that's a Cane Corso. Yeah, so you're just letting everybody know. Dog Daddy will teach you. Yeah, man, I'll definitely check them out. I'll check out Dog Daddy. Sometimes the nice thing about sometimes these dog trainers that they'll have specific videos on on how to handle a specific task. Maybe it's recall, maybe you're trying to work on that, or you're working with some commands, and they're really good with that. But sometimes it's like overall behavior things are something that you just maintain with your dog. You can't teach someone how to maintain a alpha status or maintain the dominant human being in one lesson. That is a daily activity upon the human being. You know what I mean? So we do exercise with them, we do things with them, and to try to establish that. So when that's why socialization is important, where he understands, well, hey, look, when dad takes me out to see people, that doesn't mean I get to overreact and bite people either. And that can be talked about in a video, or it can be talked about in a short session. However, the work is in the practice. How much can you put into that to make that happen, and how many scenarios can you involve yourself in to teach that lesson. So for instance, with the dog in the neighborhood, when he had that little yappy yap dog run out to the street, and I was trying to say, hey, look, you're gonna get your dog's gonna get bit by my dog, because I mean your dog is challenging my big dogs. And so I went behind that after he got mad that I posted it on Facebook. Now, I didn't put his name, or I didn't put his dog or his house or nothing like that. No identifying information on the post, but he got offended because he recognized how it was the interaction I had with him. So what I told him, I says, listen, you and I can work together to desensitize our dogs to each other. Basically what I was offering for him to do is I could have his dog on a leash in the front yard, and we can walk by and he can start correcting his dog on the spot. So the moment that your dog acts like it wants to start barking and get unruly with my dogs is the moment that you do the Cesar Millan, you give them that negative correction. And we can slowly get closer and closer until our dogs no longer react to each other. That's a skill that can be taught, but it requires participation from me, requires participation from my neighbor. It requires to have motivated people. So sometimes you can have wonderful trainers that can tell you all this cool stuff, but do you have the opportunity and the time to practice those things where it really matters? You know what I'm saying? So our solution with grandma is, number one, start with the human being. She has issues with taking leadership position with dogs. She's had a little dog before, but that little dog ran all over her. So it's already pretty clear that grandma doesn't quite have all the leadership skills that she needs when dealing with dogs. Okay? Saying, I know this little dog is cute and little and small, but you have to let them know that you're the boss. And I'm not talking about like beating your dog or abusing your dog. I'm saying giving them the mental feedback that you are the alpha leader in the house, that you're strong and very, very confident leader. You're here to protect them. You don't need them to protect you. You're here to be there for them. And once you develop those leadership skills, when you interact with my dog, those things I've been talking about in terms of first of all, not bowing down to him, not giving him the signal that you are lower on the totem pole. When you say, hey, move, Rain, move out of the way, and you wait there and you stand your ground, you hold your ground at the very beginning before he realizes he thinks that he can make you do what he tells you to do. You know what I'm saying? So those are things that, could have happened, but maybe maybe I should have been smart enough to realize that, and maybe it's my fault. I'll take the blame for it. But the way forward in my mind is to start basic. Now, grandma, come on, I want you to grab this leash, because now I have to deal with her fear. Grab the leash. I'm right next to him. He's not going to retaliate. We're going to start. You can just walking him. When you walk your dog, we were talking about walking your dog earlier, but walking, there's a lot of education. There's a lot of training that goes along when you walk your dog. One is, how are they pulling you, or are they standing by your side? Are they following your lead? Because that takes work and that takes skill. Okay, that takes skill. If you have your dog and they're ahead of you, they're in control of that walk, and they're not learning a jack thing about anything about leadership. They're not learning anything. They're out there to have fun, and you're just there along for the ride. That is not how your walk should be, right? So walk should be correction. When they're pulling ahead of you, they're not taking direction. They should be in that heel position. So all those things require time, right? And so in grandma's case, that is something that we can start small with, just to build up her leadership skills and her confidence, and build up his confidence in her being a leader. Because once he views her as a leader, then he won't try that anymore. Same way he doesn't do it with me or my wife or my daughter, because he sees us as leaders over them. So that's kind of the pathway forward as I see it now. I'm sure that, like I said, the guy that you were mentioning, the dog daddy, I'm sure there's more things that he can teach us, and I'm always open to that. I will never turn down extra information. But I'm just letting you know that sometimes it's not an easy, quick video fix. Sometimes it's a process. And if you don't have the means and things set up or in such a way where you can have that process play out, then it could be something that you just have to kind of like, until you can teach it, they're not going to get it. You know what I mean? So, but obviously, but I'm open to tips. I'm open to any more additional tips. Maybe there's more things that we can, help grandma with treats or something. I don't know. But we have a lot on our hands right now because we got to deal with human fear alongside of leadership, because she's got to push through her fear to even interact with him again. But, so Aiden, by the way, yeah. So before you go, man, am I on track with that or what? Very well handled. Thank you so much, Live Life. 100%. Okay. So yeah, Mike D, that's so I try to keep a balance. I try to keep a balance with letting them play, letting them go at it, but I keeping a close eye, man. Um, Aiden, I was talking about my approach with in terms of because Laura is definitely saying that this Big Daddy guy is great for teaching these type lessons. And my point was that sometimes that you could watch a video, you can watch somebody say a particular thing, but it's one of those things where it's about the process of, it's about having the opportunity and the process of actually teaching that. That's what I was asking about. Am I on the same track with that? Am I on the right track with that? But back to Mike D's comment. Yeah, man. So I try my best to have that combination of where they're playing, having a good time, they're not hurting each other. And then whenever it does cross that line, I try to step in. And I do know there's a component of hopefully one person will submit to the other. I'm hoping that maybe if he ends up being, because honestly, he's so much bigger, he probably will be number two. But if she doesn't submit to him, then they'll continue to have issues. So I'm hoping that maybe they'll kind of have their moment, and then then she will kind of say, all right, it's not worth it. We'll just let you be the next in line. Moonlight, what's up? What's going on, my friend? Oh, Moonlight, that was a wonderful comment. I appreciate you, man. Anything to bring some life and joy to people, man. That's why we're here. Yes, and what I would do is give her treats, and she offers him treats. So we can reestablish that relationship, But a lot of it's going to be probably more her than him, more with grandma, because grandma's and her not coming over is probably making that fear, amplifying that fear. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're avoiding something, and we want our family at our house. We don't want to have separation. Do you know what I mean? That we moved closer to family to be around family. And I'm not saying that she can't come over. She can. We can always use the kennels, but it'd be nice to have a balanced household where your dogs respect your family, and vice versa. So, but anyways, all right. Well, thank y'all, and I do appreciate all the support this morning, y'all. Y'all have been wonderful. Is that Is that backyard all theirs? Yes, yes, yes. So Mike D, this is all our. We have a little over an acre, and so they have access to a lot of. They have a lot of room to work. You know, they don't suffer from a lack of space. You know what I mean? You can always use more, but these guys are. They've got a nice little property that they can roam around and exercise and do their thing. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can scare this guy. Here you go. Oh, it's a toy. He's like, what is that? Would you? He's like, why did you do that, Daddy? Payback from how you woke us up last night. You didn't let us sleep at all, boy. You didn't let us sleep at all. He's gonna get me back with the slobber now, guys. Ah. Oh, there they go, guys. They're gonna go for a little jog. Oh, usually he goes to go poop, but maybe he sees something. So Keith says they are territorial. Yes, they are. They're definitely territorial. Anything else before I leave? No, 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 no. I just wanted to get your opinion. It's nice to have dog trainers on here because I mean, like I said, I'm not a dog trainer myself, so I try to run things through people that do this for a living. So you are the one that need to be trained, so you can train them. That's exactly right, Laura. That's exactly correct. You know, you start with the humans first, and then because usually, Laura, I will tell you, 90% of it's probably the human aspect of it. It's 90% human, and then the 10% is probably just following through with the dogs because the dogs they only have so many moves, right? They're not like a highly, you know, they're smart, but they're not like another dealing with another human being. So yeah, you're absolutely correct on that, Laura. Aiden Pollock says, yeah, makes sense, and bye, see you tomorrow. All right, Aiden, thanks for hanging out with us, man. Shalena says hi. What's up? And Laura said, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Keith says, do you have to introduce them to new family members? So, yes, we don't have a whole lot of new family that we introduce them to. They don't have a whole lot of opportunities for that. If I do introduce them to the new family, if like say I had a brand new family member come over, the first thing is that they both would have to go into the kennels because to them they are in fact a stranger, and so they will be in the kennels first. And then from there, hopefully they'll kind of calm down. And usually Missy is our gateway, so Missy is a little more accepting to people. I don't know why they're way over there. Come here, big boy. Come here. Let's see if I can get him to recall to work. Rain, come here. Storm, come here. Come here, Storm. Hey, there's Rain. This time Rain did well. There must be something over there. Oh, what is he doing? He saw somebody. Let's go over there. There she is. But yeah, they would go into the kennel first, and then Missy's kind of like our gateway. So Missy does not mind new people, even though she starts most of the mess, the instigation of the mess. But she doesn't mind. Oh, the neighbor's out. Hey, you know, Missy doesn't mind accepting new people into the house. And then once the big dogs kind of see that she's like, okay, y'all have a fun. Come here. Come here, Rain. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Missy the gateway to introducing new people. Once Missy kind of set the tone, like hey, everybody's calm, nobody's here to hurt anybody. Then I'll probably let him out next. Rain, come here, because he's a little more socialized than Storm is, and so then Storm may make her way out, but with her though, I'd probably muzzle her, and then with the muzzle on, I'd feel better about it. Maybe even muzzle him too. You know, if I have like a bunch of maybe some smaller family or whatever, smaller kids or something, just out of safety. So something like that. That's how I would approach that with new family members. But I haven't done it in a long time, so I can't say that I mean, that would be my plan of action, and if I couldn't make it where I couldn't get them out, they'd probably be spending a lot more time in the kennels. Papa Tube says they're eating the dogs. Somebody's been watching some politics. Wafa, so yacht. Yacht. My dear, I probably should have watched before I suggested exercise. Although with that yard, they're getting plenty of exercise. That's awesome. Yeah, I appreciate it, Mike D. No worries. No man, I don't mind talking about it. It's just I definitely do my best to make sure that they are exercised. And I hate that I can't walk the neighborhood like I used to, and I still can. I shouldn't say I can't. It's really about comfort with me and my neighbors, and oftentimes I don't care. Look, my dogs, they're gonna get, it's a public street. I shouldn't have to have any issues. Let me see, where do they go? Come here. Come here. I'm spending most of the show calling them. Look at all that slobber, y'all. That boy be slobbering. Wow. Oh man. Got that tongue to the side, boy. You got that tongue to the side. Look at that tongue, y'all. That boy got a massive tongue. Oh man. They're eating the cats too. Springfield, here we come. No, I appreciate you, Keith. Thanks for saying that. But yeah, exercise is very, very important, guys. With these big dogs, they got to have that release. If not, guess what happens? Guess where they put all the energy? They put all the energy into your house. And, if you don't have the toys available for them to tear up, if you don't work them out, then they'll have tons of energy and they have all the time in the world to just tear up your couch, tear up your socks, your shoes. You know what I mean? So it is definitely helpful to wear them out, take them for a walk. And in my case, I use that vest with my Cane Corso, and that helps burn even more calories and more energy when he walks. So if I walk them for a mile and a half, for him it's probably like 2.5 miles, because I give him that extra weight. Now they don't like long walks. You don't want to be harmful. You don't want to hurt their joints. But I do try to maximize that mile or mile and a half that I do with them. Like her, for instance, I don't put any weight on her at all. She just, because her joints are already is not the greatest right now. But for him, whew, I put that vest on him and let him, and then he'll be cool for most of the day after that. At least for the half a day, that dude will be chill. Just lay out and sleep. Yeah, Tina says big dogs take big love. That is no truer words. Honestly, you know what, Tina? I think I'm gonna screenshot that, because that is just a wonderful statement. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. But yeah, she's a good dog. The only thing with her that I need to work on right now is look at them nails, y'all. I need to get to work, y'all. I think my approach with those nails is I think I'm gonna muzzle her myself and start chipping away. That may be my project later on tonight. I got some work to do first, and then tonight I think I'm gonna kind of work on those nails. Yeah, I mean, you may not be able to see it, but look at how bad those are. That's the other thing with walking too. A lot of times when you walk your dogs on the asphalt, just the sure scratching as they're walking actually helps shortens their nails. So yeah, we got work to do. Yeah, it's not, that's the thing, no one's perfect with their dogs. I mean, you do your absolute best. And I don't mind taking some criticism from people. That I don't mind that at all, because it's hard to do everything right. You definitely want to get the big things first. And, in my mind, safety is big. It's safety in my house is a big thing. So that's what I focus a lot on first. But then after that, there's a lot of things that are on that list that you have to kind of keep up with. Nails, make sure they go to the vet, get their vaccines, make sure they're groomed appropriately, make sure their diet's on point, make sure their quality of life is good. There's so many things on that list that you have to make sure that your dogs are well taken care of. Do you know what I mean? She's stalling with those nails. Nah, no, that's not healthy for dogs to have them nails like that. Pooh Bear, that looks like my dog's nails. I know. So we all got to do some work, right? I bring her to the groomer because she won't let me touch her feet. I know. That's why I was saying I'm probably gonna muzzle her. Is that a Dalmatian? No, 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 no. This is a Rottweiler. Can you get sandpapers to help them scratch them shorter? So I have a Dremel tool, but I haven't used it on her, and I get the feeling that that just that vibration on her toes may feel weird. So I think my approach is going to be more of like a clip. Like I'm gonna get her a clipper because we have dog clippers and we just clip it off. So I know she don't like that popping sound from the clippers, but I think that's what I'm gonna have to do today. But I think I am going to muzzle her just in case, because I don't think she would bite me on purpose, but she could have a reflex reaction and try to nip at me. The other thing that I tried is peanut butter. So yeah, you can distract them with peanut butter while you're doing their nails. Um, oh, Laura's really talking about Dog Daddy. So he must has a. Does he have like a series or something about clipping your big dog's nails? Are their nails like people softer with it after a bath? Ooh, I'd never thought about that. I don't know, man. Her nails are super thick. I mean, those things they're not like human nails. I don't even if she were to take a bath, I don't know that there would be any. Maybe they're a little softer. I don't know, but my dogs usually don't stay in standing water. Usually, they're taking showers, so they get rinsed off. So, but I don't know. That'd be something interesting to look into. Maybe or what do you call it, dog daddy. Maybe he has some pointers how to soak their nails. Man, these mosquitoes are gonna get me. They trying to get me. Yeah, it's a good righty. Yay, Bradley Sharp. The righty is deathly afraid of water. Wow, Tom, are you serious? I would have never believed that because my Rottweilers love water. She is a water fiend, y'all. That is interesting. I've never heard a Rottweiler that's terrified of water. That's interesting. It's really surprising. I guess I don't have a. I never had a. I've only had two Rottweilers in my life, so that's kind of a small sample size. But I mean, every dog got its personality, so I can imagine. There's my Cane Corso. He finally came out after he dragged a bunch of dirt inside the house. Oh man. Yeah, Laura, I'm going to check him out. I mean, you've been promoting a lot from this guy, so I already took a screenshot. So we're checking him out. Maybe bad trauma from an event as a puppy. Oh, that may be true. That may be true. Jenkins, man, you came in at the end, bruh. How you doing? Love these dogs. Big dogs are so cool. Thank you, Bradley. Yeah, man, they are. They are. But I've been talking about a lot today. A lot of ups and downs and a lot of downs and and we're just sharing some tips. No worries, Jenkins. No big deal. We're just letting you know that we're probably shutting down pretty quick. But uh, but yeah, so Laura has really convinced everybody that we need to check out what is the name? Big Daddy, Dog Daddy. So we'll definitely have to check Dog Daddy out. Thanks, Bradley, for subbing. I appreciate you, man. Today has been a wonderful day. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. A lot of thumbs up. I don't know if we've had this many thumbs up in a long time. So thank y'all for the 96 thumbs ups. Y'all have been amazing from the show. A lot of good advice. I had at least one trainer on here. It's been a wonderful morning. Dog Daddy, that dude. Oh, do you know Dog Daddy? How much food do you give your dogs? Oh, James is getting ready to strike up another conversation. I'm getting ready to shut it down, and James like, how much food do you feed? Well, let me just try to answer that real quick, James. So James, for the most part, they get pretty much all the kibble. And the reason why I say that because my dogs they don't like just go to town on the kibbles. So lately I've been kind of making sure they have at least 2 cups each per day of kibble, but sometimes it's a little bit more, and they'll leave some in there, which I'm okay with that. The soft stuff is what they really like. So if I were to put too much soft stuff, I think they would overeat. So I've kind of cut back on how much soft. And what I mean by soft, I mean not the canned food, but there's like this this thing. I think it's called from Beneful that we order from Chewy. That it has like the carrots and the peas and all the vegetables and all the omega 3s and all this stuff in there. And so I use it as like kind of like toppers with their food occasionally, not every single day, because with her I'm trying to slim her down. With him, I've been kind of playing around with the brand of kibble, but so we're trying to find a brand where it's a little bit more better for his skin and his smell, because we noticed he kind of has an odor to him. And one of our subscribers has talked about switching up his diet to maybe would help out with the scent of your dog. Like the saliva even has a weird smell. So anyway, that's for the most part. That's kind of where we it's a varied situation and it's a work in progress. But yeah. So hopefully that answers the questions. Can you please go live later today? Jenkins, I got to work today, man. It's unfortunate. Today is gonna be like the most fun that I'm having today is right now. After today, after this morning. Oh, actually, I take that back. I mean, we're doing something with the family at noon for lunch. But after that, my butt has to go to work. I've got some serious issues I gotta take care of before Monday morning. So unfortunately, this is all the fun that I'm having, guys. So I thank y'all for making this great. I do appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the subs, and I thank y'all for the thumbs ups. Y'all did. I got 97 thumbs up. I really appreciate that. That was amazing to me. To me, y'all, I'm appreciative of that. I think that's awesome. Hey, AJB, I'm sorry. I'm about to shut it down, bruh. Thank you. I'm sorry. I said bruh, but I'm not sure if you're bruh. I think nowadays it's okay to call everybody bruh, right? But anyways, thank you for coming in, and thank y'all for the thumbs up. I'm really happy with the numbers, with everything today. So thanks for the suggestions. Oh, I'm sorry. James Wright said beautiful dogs. Thank you, James. Appreciate you. But so Jenkins, I'm gonna try to come back on maybe Monday night. I'll be after work. Maybe I can just come in and just say hello to everybody. If not, I'm one of these days during the week. I'm gonna come on after work, and what I mean by after work, somewhere between 6:30 and 7, before it gets dark. So, and if not, if you don't catch me then, catch me on next Saturday, somewhere between 9:30 and 10 o'clock, because I'm probably gonna be running with the running group Saturday morning, and then again on Sunday morning, early Sunday morning, 7:30, 8 o'clock ish. So, all right. Thank y'all so much for like I said, the likes. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. Thank y'all for checking out my old videos. And hope y'all had a good time. We'll keep this discussion rolling. And I'll catch y'all on the next one.